Thanks for that, Chris. And of course, we are no stranger to the sometimes brutal parts of the winter season. Thanks for joining me. I'm Krissy Vann in for Suzanne Leonard. If you're traveling to the West Coast or perhaps up in through Atlantic Canada, check ahead before you travel to the airport because we are watching two big systems there. Into Waterloo, Ontario, though, where we see the impacts that cold temperatures can have. Broken water mains, of course, quite common this time of year, generally cause traffic chaos, and at the worst of times and the coldest of times really can just create a skating rink in the middle of the road. And these are the types of temperatures that can do it. Friday morning, -10 in Toronto, seeing a little hint of sunshine, -11 in Barrie, -11 in Kingston, negative double digits, so bundling up essential. Now through Friday, we are going to pick up a little bit of snow, and you're actually in store for a couple of systems coming your way. So for Friday, I mean, it's not too bad. A general less than 2 centimeters for the greater Toronto area along the shores of Huron, Georgian Bay, higher amounts around that 3 to 8. Then the weekend arrives, and this is where we may have a very impactful system, particularly through Sunday, where you can see these darker blues, 10 to 15 centimeters, fairly widespread. The timing of this Alberta clipper, we're really keeping a close eye on the models right now just to know when the hardest impacts, but definitely couple rounds of snow coming your way, and Sunday looking like the day the shovels will be out for sure. Looking ahead, well, you can see the system 1 comes through, system 2 comes through, and then looking ahead to your Monday, that's where things kind of start to clear up for the greater Toronto area. Temperatures, we're going to see a bit of an improvement tomorrow. We'll have westerly winds that bump us up to -5, a little bit better than the -11 we were today, but overall chilly conditions, and the feels like temperature is what you really need to dress for. I mean, by Sunday feeling like -18, so that's going to be a cold one. Hamilton as well, so snowy weekend again, and then cold temperatures as we head in through our Sunday. Now coming up, we'll join Kim McDonald with your Around the World in 60 seconds. Thanks so much for that, Kim, and thank you for joining me. I'm Krissy Vann in for Suzanne Leonard. I love the Around the World videos, and of course, you can upload your own videos at theweathernetwork.com. Perhaps you will see them right here on the air. If you're traveling to the West Coast or in through Atlantic Canada, check ahead because we are watching two systems here at the Weather Network. But what we're really dealing with for you in the Greater Toronto Area Friday morning, these wind chills still quite cold, feeling like -19 in Toronto, -16 in Owen Sound. And as you can see in Toronto, everyone's still got that full winter gear. Many of us just trying to hide our face as much as possible. Quite honestly, I've been spending a lot of time in the field yesterday, and every day it's like you have a new trick and thinking a new layer will make you that much warmer. But I think it's just part of the season. You need to accept it's going to be cold. Going to be a little bit better by the afternoon. Toronto sitting at -5. That's because we will have some westerly winds moving in, so it bumps up our temperatures to an improvement, let's say, from what you dealt with today. We will have a bit of snow to contend with, though. General less than 2 centimeters for the greater Toronto area. Higher amounts along the shores of Huron, Georgian Bay, 3 to 8. That's not the big snowmaker. It's on the way this weekend. Saturday morning, we'll have another push of snow. Through Sunday, looking like our most impactful event. So by Saturday into Monday, 10 to 15 centimeters anywhere you see highlighted in blue, and that white could be 15 to 20. Toronto, you're included in this. So this is going to be quite impactful. And we know sometimes as the cleanup is going on as well, that impact is felt through the Monday morning commute. So you'll want to keep checking in with us here. Temperatures, as you can see, we stay below seasonal. We'll have more details in your local forecast coming up. So amazing when stories like that have such great endings. Thanks for joining me. I'm Krissy Vann in for Suzanne Leonard. We're looking at two big systems across the country, one to the west impacting BC, another to the east through Atlantic Canada. We will dive into those systems throughout the hour, and do check ahead if you have travel plans. As for temperatures, well, we're still quite cold through much of the country. You will see, though, Vancouver, you're actually above seasonal at 10 degrees. What do the weeks ahead have in store? Well, we have those details right now with the Long Ranger with Dr. Doug Gillum and Cheryl Plouffe. Thanks for that, Chris. Well, in Ontario right now, you can see no snow, but to the west coast, right into the east coast, we do have some pretty potent systems. So check ahead if you do have any travel plans. We'll talk about the snow in Ontario that's coming in a moment, but look at this. In Port Hope, there's actually little steam devils that were popping up along the water, and I believe we'll be able to see those rising. Yes, very interesting shot there. And of course, we have relatively warmer waters compared to the cold air that we've been dealing with. And Friday morning, going to be a chilly start. -10 in Toronto. That's excluding the wind chill. -11 in Hamilton, -11 in Barrie. So negative double-digit temperatures. Adding to that, as we head through our day, we have general less than 2 centimeters for the Greater Toronto Area, 3 to 8 centimeters of snow along the shores of Huron and Georgian Bay. Now we have the snow that's coming Friday, another push Saturday morning, and then the big impactful Alberta Clipper looking to be on Sunday. Darker blues 10 to 15 centimeters. You can see Oakville, Hamilton, Toronto included in that white, 15 to 20 centimeters plus. Timing wise, we're still watching how it's going to pan out, and I'll actually be in the field on Sunday bringing you the live details as the snow starts to fall. Looking ahead, though, we see system number 1 push in, system number 2 push in, bringing round after round of snow to let you know the shovel day looks to be Sunday. And then it does clear up as we start out the beginning of our work week. Looking ahead across the country, as I say, going to stay quite cold in Ontario. We've been below seasonal. We'll be staying below seasonal. A slight improvement, though, through Friday compared to today. Today, Toronto was -11. It'll be at about -4. Then we have the snow move in on Saturday, so our Alberta Clipper, and then we'll still be dealing with it, unfortunately, in some heavier amounts through our Sunday. Now, coming up, we're joining Mike Arsenault with a Canadian tradition, backyard ice rink creation. Thanks for that, Mike. And perhaps that was the missing ingredient from my childhood. I could have been a better skater. Thanks for joining me. I'm Krissy Vann in for Suzanne Leonard. 2 big systems you can see on the map here to the west coast and through the east coast. They're quite potent, so if you have travel plans, check ahead. Pretty quiet in Ontario right now, but come the weekend, it could be looking like this. This is in Trenton, Ontario on Wednesday. You can see very high mounds of snow, cars covered. One note of caution, if you are traveling out and you have that snow on the roof of your car, clear it off because it makes visibility very poor for the people behind you as it starts to blow away. Looking at your Friday morning, temperatures still quite cold, feeling like -18 in London, -19 in Toronto, -20 in Barrie. So all the layers are required. Heading in through the afternoon on Friday, a bit better than what you dealt with today. In Toronto, -5. It's still below seasonal. You should be at -2, but much better than the -11 that you were through the day today. Now we have a couple of waves of snow on the way. This one could impact the morning commute. We're looking at less than 2 centimeters for the Greater Toronto Area. Higher amounts through the shores of Georgian Bay, Lake Huron. You're looking at that 3 to 8 centimeter mark. Now that's round 1. We'll have another push of snow Saturday morning, but the shovel-worthy snow's looking to arrive on Sunday, and all said and done in the blue, 10 to 15 centimeters. Areas in white, which you can see Toronto included, Oakville included, Hamilton included. Well, that could be where we see 15 to 20 centimeters plus as well for you in the Niagara region. So it's going to be a pretty impactful system. As for timing, we're still keeping an eye on it. I'll be live in the field on Sunday bringing you the details. Temperature-wise, you can see below seasonal is going to be the pattern that we're sticking with for some time. So wind chills again are going to be a story heading into Sunday for Hamilton, feeling like -17, feeling like -18 for the city of Toronto for the latter half of your weekend. And your local forecast details are coming up on the 10s.
This weather